What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I am wearing my I apologize in advance shirt because I plan on hurting your feelings. Okay, everybody, hey, drop a like in the comment section and drop your city and state. Let's get this cracking. I'm sorry I'm late. My legs were so ashy. I said Wakanda cannot tolerate this level of ash. I had to stop what I was doing and lotion these legs and these arms. It was too much. What's up, everybody? One thing we need to reset this country. And many of you ain't gonna like it. You're not gonna like the answer. All right, but before we start, let me kick off some of our daily comments. Remember, the boat party is August 19th to 20th. Okay, I literally was just at the winery all today working from out there. It was amazing. Y'all gonna love the charter bus. Y'all gonna love the event. I'm super excited. 7 more people bought tickets today. Welcome. You should have got an email from our staff. If you did, hit us up at admin@classyclimbers.com. I think we're getting close to maybe 80 people at the event. 80, 85, maybe 90. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. Okay. But I'm excited to have y'all there. I'm excited to have y'all on the boat. Don't drink up all that wine, y'all. Don't get crazy. No. But I'm excited to have you. So that's August 19th and 20th. Links in the description when this is renders and tagged at the top comments. We do the annual party every year. We don't know if we're doing it next year, but we might be busy next year. So again, October 13th through 15th. Let me clarify. We will be in Panama City, Panama, doing a Panama properties tour where you get to work directly without me, not with me, directly with developers there. Properties anywhere from 150,000 to a million. Great rental properties, great opportunities. And then we have a little bonus. For those of you who want to stay the extra day and a half, there is a 1 hour flight from Panama City over to Boquete, Panama, where the coffee farms and the cacao, where they make the chocolate farms, are. Great hotel out there we can stay at. It is 5 stars, in the little villas and very beautiful and bathrooms. And then we get to do all day tour of the cacao farms and coffee shop. But that'll be a little separate thing, a little bonus. We're fixing our service pays so that for those, we're going to get about 35 to 50 people for the Panama bid, I think pretty well. Going overseas October 13th through 15th. But for the secondary additional day, I know everybody can't do it. So we'll probably have anywhere from 10 to maybe 15 slots. Because we're going to fly in early. We're going to catch a charter bus to our hotel area. And then from there, we will go over to the farms and do a great tour. The guy that will be speaking at our event in Panama will also be giving us the tour of the farm. So anyway, great opportunities to invest in agriculture in Panama, whether it's coffee or cacao, and also great ways to invest in property. So that's what's coming down the pipeline for Classy Climbers. Okay. That's what's coming down the pipeline for Classy Climbers. If you are ready, okay? Everybody can't go. I know, I'm sorry, John. Everybody can't go and everybody won't go, and that's okay. And also, thank you to this person right here. Thank you so much. Starting the show off right. So, what is the one thing we need that can completely reset the country? And as a person who's from the South, I'm not from the deep South. I ain't from Mississippi. I ain't from Alabama. But we have the Sabbath in the South. And before you go, oh, here she go with the churchy stuff. No. I mean the Sabbath where every restaurant's closed. Every coffee shop closed. Every store is closed. You can't buy beer. You can't buy nothing. Everything's shut down. If you actually go over to London, not as much anymore because a lot of the immigration, let's just go there, the Pakistanis, the Indians, a lot of them kind of go against the grain. But if you went to London in the 1970s, 80s, or 90s, if you really asked people, everything was shut down on Sunday. Nothing was open. What was a big push thing? It was Ireland and Scotland and Scottish places had pubs open on Sunday. And they were like, heathens. This is 1970s, 1980s, y'all. It was just a thing of relax, shut everything off. Everybody's closed. Everybody go home, be with your family. And because we don't have that, many Americans feel overwhelmed nonstop. They blame capitalism. But if you go to Paris, you go to so many places, they're really nonstop as well. But the difference is in Europe, some of those places, especially Italy, August, they closed. Peace out. A lot of people are on vacation in Positano, they're gone. There are certain places you can't go because they're all closed. They're on vacation for 4 weeks straight. They really, truly balance that out. And part of the desire of so many Americans to be like, And I'm gonna go there because y'all keep attacking me. We deleted about 100 comments. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We deleted about 100 comments. You're attacking Tim Ward. You're attacking him, Erica. Stop attacking him. I'm like, I'm not. I just used an example, but what happens is you're stressed out. You got these kids, you got this man or this wife, you tired of them, they're getting on your nerves, and you imagine yourself as a single person traveling from place to place, roaming from place to place with nowhere to be, nowhere to go, no responsibilities. It's exciting. You too could be a what? A bum? I mean, you two could do whatever you want, you know. I could part-time work and vacation all the time. And I get it. I get it. You guys are wanting so badly that fantasy. There's a reason Hallmark Channel went from just a channel to a whole platform where they just consistently pump out movies of everything a lady would want. You meet a man on Christmas and y'all get married in March and y'all have a wonderful Christmas together and you live in a small rural town and you start over from scratch and everybody likes you. I get it, y'all. I get it's your desire at all costs to rationality and sensibility because you don't take Sabbath, because you don't stop running and running and running. Something I remember in the South, all these kids that would come down, all these kids that would come down from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philadelphia, their parents just need some cheap rent. They got some old South family in the South, North Carolina. They'd come down and they'd be like, where's the do? What can you go do on a Sunday? What can you do over here? I need things to do. What can we do? And you'd be like, dude, calm down. But I need something to do. This town's so boring. I need something to do. And they would look like a spaz. You'd almost be like, is this child having a problem? Are you okay? Are you on drugs? And it's just from a culture that came from up north where everything's open all the time. It's open late, 24/7, do whatever, go whenever, do stuff whenever. And now they come down to the South where people are like, chill, chill. They can't, because chilling would make them recognize, let's be honest, let's really go. If some of y'all really had to just sit down on Sunday, no work, no grocery store, no errands, just home with your family. Some of y'all ain't got no family. Some of y'all ain't got nothing but just dogs. Some of y'all, I mean, literally, some people. I remember my friend saying on his gym on Sunday, he used to not have, he used to not have any classes, right? No Sunday classes at the jujitsu gym. Just everybody relax, take a day off, relax your muscles. But he said so many men were like, "Hey, I don't have anything to do on Sunday. I mean, is there any classes?" And he created a class just because he thought, well, maybe a couple single men will come in on Sunday. He said he had 25. So then he had to encourage more people to come so they could spar off with each other, and it wasn't enough people. And so that just gets you to understand that some people have nobody to deal with on Sunday. So we can't even go back to regular Sabbath relax. Many people make memes on TikTok every day about their employers contacting them on Sunday, contacting them after hours. I get on y'all a lot because y'all be emailing at 1 o'clock in the morning, emailing Enrique, hey, I forgot my login. It's 1 o'clock. Somebody better respond to me by 2 o'clock. Like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing with yourself? Right? So we get up next day and Enrique's like, "It's Erica. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I didn't respond to this person at 1 o'clock in the morning." I'm like, Enrique, your hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. American time. Yes, it was your daytime there when they respond, but like, it's okay. Take a deep breath. This comes from people being so out of balance, right? So out of balance. They're always on. This is, again, when people get up in the YouTubes and the Instagram, they're always doing videos, always doing shows. It blows my mind when I see people who do 8-hour hangouts and they claim to have grandchildren. They claim to have children. I'm like, do you care about them? Did they eat dinner? Did they take a nap? Did they do well at school? Did they go to bed on time? You out here on YouTube for 5 hours. What are your sons doing? And one of the dudes is always hollering at them. So it's like, are they okay? I'm concerned, actually. And so what happens is, a lot of times, is there's no balance. And so you guys have this desire to fight for this fantasy. And I love Hallmark Channel, don't get me twisted. But you guys, literally, an example I took, you're like, no, he's free. He's free. Even though this man is struggling, literally telling you he's struggling with what to do with his time. Like, he doesn't have a family, he doesn't have a girlfriend. He just does YouTube, and minimalism is the way. And it's like, okay, what do we do when we're 50? What do we do when we're 60 and our medical bills are higher than our minimalism lifestyle? What do we do at 75 when we fall down the stairs and we need long-term care? Come on, man. Like this stuff, I get it. Your desire to fall for some of this fantasy stuff is out of control. There's a young lady who's in Las Vegas. She used to be a showgirl. Okay, what happened to pandemic? A lot of places shut down. She has all her stuff in a garage. Instead of her going, might be time for something else. I'm already in my 40s. I'm a showgirl. My kids don't live with me. They live with their dad. I maybe should do something else. No, she literally house sits for people, sleeps in her car, and does YouTube. And people are like, yeah, man, she's free, Erica. She's totally free. She's living the dream. And I'm like, your kids don't live at home with you. You're sleeping odd, even nights at people's houses. Your stuff is in storage. You have a full bed in storage. This is living the dream. And I get it. A lot of people are like, well, that's why I'm going overseas, Erica. Okay. You're going overseas to a country where people really value family because they don't make a lot of money. Spain is protesting in the street right now because y'all are coming, you raggedy, dusty Americans and Europeans too. I'm not them too. The frat bros of UK are going over there and getting in apartments for $200 a month and $300 a month. And people go, well, that's a pretty good deal. It is, but Spain's been in a recession for a while. So families who could pay 150 for the same place, the people go, why should I give it to a Spanish person when I can go give it to an American or a British person for 200 or 300 or $400 and make double, triple my money? So you're talking about this passport lifestyle. And again, Diamond Dave brought it up today. Nobody cares about y'all if y'all want to just go live in somebody else's country and be on holiday. That's the fantasy of a lot of people. I'm just going to go overseas. I'm gonna just shop and eat fresh food and cook my dinner and watch internet and chill because I have a little $500 every month that comes from America and my rent's only $200. I'm living the dream. Okay, cool. I can't compete with that and I don't desire to. That's not if you need a break, baby, just say that. You need a break, just say that. And that's okay. Go take your break. Go on over there. But if you pay attention to YouTube and you go look at all these channels, these guys that ran overseas for 3, 4, 5 years, eventually what? Came back home. But it's such a strong fantasy. You can't compete with people in that. Now, do I agree America's very much in a machine? For sure. I call it the great machine. I mean, something I put in a digital real estate course, I think I'm putting in there later this week, is it's a machine, right? You create 3 items for your course, and really you're just creating content to promote your courses, right? Every day I could literally come on here and read you terrible news about credit and be like, see why you should protect your credit? Diamond Dave just did a video where he said they had him linked up with some bum criminal in Georgia. He ain't never been there. Right? Never been there. But that's how aggressive this system machine is that most of y'all, oh, I don't check my credit. I don't want to know what's going on in my credit. I don't want to see it. I don't care until you want a car, until you want to move. Now, I'm not saying I get it. Real estate Trapper said he checks it every day. That sounds stressful as hell to me. I'm not checking it. The only thing I'm checking every day is my bank accounts because I know cash ultimately beats credit 99% of the time. There's a few times where credit always wins when it comes to clearance, background clearances, and some other stuff, and getting your home approval loan. Yes, credit wins, but overall, cash. You can give somebody cash. You can beat just about anything. And so I put that credit course together for $27. I know it's so low. You probably don't think they're going to get a lot of value, but inside the course, if you go block yourself on those 7 or 8, I maybe did 9, 8 secondary reporting agencies, watch your credit pop up. Watch it pop up. Because so many people are saying, oh my God, my score went up 90 points. They're out here going to these secondary companies that all they do is go on the internet and search your data because it's really not protected and verify it. There's like 50 of the agencies. I only put 9 in the course. And I'm like, yo, grab the course, just follow the steps, you'll be fine. And a lot of you are like, oh, just that's so ridiculous. I have to do all this for my credit. Hey, it's your credit. If you need to use it, use it. But if you don't, hey, just keep on going about living your life. But it's simple steps. If I were you, I'd check my credit once a month. Go make sure I'm not reporting on any of these companies' websites, these Core Logics, these any of these. Sad Scream, any of them. None of them. None of them have my data. I'll make sure that none of my data is on there. And then if my score pop up, that pops up because guess what? They're all reporting the wrong bad data. Right? Reason I put together the digital real estate course. A lot of you have so much talent, that you could be teaching what you guys already do. A lot of you have jobs you've been working in for 20, 30, 40 years. You are very talented people. You could literally just package some of that intelligence and put it out there because there are kids who parents ain't teaching them how to do nothing. Not cook, not clean. Anything. There's a woman who has a Shopify site about cooking. It's like the number 4 website on Teachable. Terry's number 1 for the longest, but there's some chick teaching how to make damn sandwiches is number 4. There's a dude with a drone class that's number 5. There's a woman about breast milk that's like number 3. Unteachable, y'all. The highest selling courses. So when people sit here and go, I can't think of any way to make money. I can't think of anything. I can't improve myself. I'm like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to tell you? These are choices. Let me go over here. Let me show y'all this today. Many of you are like, and I'm gonna go into a little rant, just a little bit. A lot of you are in the culture of I'm a bash of business culture. And I laugh because 9 times out of 10, there's this thing they used to say is like whenever a black business opens, all of a sudden everybody becomes a critic. Oh, let me tell you how you could do this better. Let me tell you how you do that better. Oh, do you own a business? No, I don't. Then how are you going to tell a business owner what they can do better? Well, I'm just giving the feedback. I'm just trying to help, Erica. And in the black community, we're notorious for it. When I had my coffee shop in North Carolina, I was like, people come in, you need to do this. I'm like, oh, you own a shop? No. So you just came in here to tell me what do you think I need to do after you spent $2 for coffee? Get your ass up out of here. And it's the same online. Y'all think I'm gonna come in here and tell her what she should be doing on her YouTube channel when she should be doing it, how she should do her calls, how she should do everything. I mean, I literally had this woman buy a call for 2 days later and call our office, and it triggered the system to send it to my phone while I'm on vacation. She said, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna call you today." You would never do that to some of these bigger companies. If you called Apple and they said call back tomorrow at 8 to 5, you'd call back tomorrow patiently. And that's the thing. The smaller companies, they have to compete with you having a nasty ass attitude. You want them to kiss your butt, and you want them to always be available on call. There's a person I'm dealing with in a contract, and I literally said, "Hey man, I'll call you tomorrow." He called 5 times while I was on a conference call. And I'm just like, I'm teaching on this conference call to these people in California. And they're probably like, what is wrong with this girl's phone? It keep ringing. So I had to literally put the airport mode on. You know what I'm saying? And that is you're going to answer me whenever because I know you're free. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? And that's why I tell y'all, all money's not good money. All relationships aren't great relationships. All activities aren't worth it. You got to be careful out here. So when I sit here and tell you, one of the ways to get yourself free is not being dependent on what people think of you. I really mean that, right? One of the big things is if I'm ever on social media, it could be 8:00 at night. I'm on social media. People will send me an email at 8:00. Well, I saw you were online and you should blah, blah, blah. What? If you don't get your ass off my email at 8:00 at night, Enrique be like, what do you want me to respond? Don't ask me what to respond. Respond to them tomorrow at 9 a.m. Tell them I'm sorry you reached us after hours. What are you doing? Weirdo stuff. And so this lady in the comments said, well, black businesses, da, da, da. And basically what it boiled down to what she was saying is you think you're better than me. And I said, 99% of black businesses, if you look at blackdemographics.com, are construction, healthcare, healthcare related services. And what was the third one? It's construction, healthcare related, and transportation, warehousing. And so when people say, yeah, black businesses is bad, I'm like, ma'am, you're talking about a plumber? You're talking about a construction worker? You're talking about trucking? You're talking about healthcare? Because really what you're talking about is the Jamaican spot you went down the street and they didn't talk to you nice. And so now all black businesses are bad. You went to Aunt Shelly's house of fried fish sandwiches, and they didn't talk to you nice. So now all black businesses are bad. You went and bought a consulting call from somebody else, and they didn't tell you what you wanted to hear. So now all businesses are bad. Yeah, they should have a job like me because I don't. How dare them think they're better than me? Do you know what I'm saying? This is part of why I'm leaving YouTube and just going government contracts and new construction. I love YouTube. I love talking to people, but I only want to be like on a radio DJ show at this point because people are so insane. Absolutely insane. I'm like, oh honey, I can't deal with y'all. Y'all are reckless and loose brain. Loose brain. Okay. So again, I keep trying to reassure you, like the old middle school, high school techniques. I'm gonna go around and tell people about you. I'm gonna tell them that you did this. I, I'm gonna tell you. Look, see, look. Already, we got one about you right here, right here. Many black businesses fail in customer service. So a black plumber failed you in customer service. A black roofer failed you in customer service. A black electrician failed you in customer service. A black car wash business failed you. Shut your ass up. Shut up. This is the entitlement. They didn't talk to me nice. But you go in that Asian store and they whopping your ass and beating you over your head. But you only request that black people talk to you like you got sense. Cause your mama and them keep going over to the Asian place and they getting their ass beat. Come on, man. This is why I didn't need to come on here today because I'm gonna act up. They all know it's true. The black businesses be talking to us bad. They be talking to us bad. No, them Koreans be slapping you across your face. Them Arabs at the corner store be slapping you across your face. The Indian folks don't look at you with no respect, but here we go. Yep, let's go ahead and block them. Have a great night. You're blocked. Because y'all want to have this 24/7 victim mentality. They didn't talk to me super nice and sweet. They didn't kiss my ass. It ain't charity. You spending your money there, it ain't charity. It's a business. I know I already done lost like 15 people off the chat because I just went on that rant. And I'm okay with it. This is why y'all nobody wants truth. Nobody wants accountability. Well, Erica, you could say it nicer. I don't have to be your mama to say it real nice. I don't have to be. We never ask that of the white men that do all these radio shows and talk crazy to people. We never ask it of many people, but we ask it of black people to be kiss my butt and kiss my toes and talk to me sweet like I'm a baby. I'm not doing that. I'm over it. Y'all think I'm joking? Literally, I said, hey, I'm gonna take 35 people to Panama. We already got 450 emails. Hey, I'm ready to go. Where's the link? That's why I'm done out here. I'm done begging people to do simple tasks. I'm over it. Now, you're going to say, well, Erica, what makes you so like thinking you're so better than us? How dare you, girl? How dare you? Right here's this great site. I told somebody about it today. I try to teach people on it often. This is called 10times.com. It's called 10times.com. Is everybody seeing this? Put a one in the comments if you can see it. If you cannot, let me know. Now I'm gonna go over here. One of the things that has sharpened me, made me better, made me more astute. I would go to conferences and the person on stage would have 200 Facebook followers, 100 subscribers on YouTube, would be on stage talking about something. And I'd be over there like, this person who no one's ever heard of? Who? I would go to events and somebody who would be a multimillionaire with no social media presence would be on stage like, yeah, this is how I own 457 homes. This is the 3 banks I work with. These are the loan documents I filled out. And this is the process I did. And you'd be sitting there like, what? Huh? Some of the most beautiful long-term relationships and relationships as far as business partnerships came out of me going to conferences. The last couple conferences I went to, I literally were able to go hand in hand with somebody, buy a land lot for 10K, one for 50K, start building new construction. And by the end of the year, when both of these are done, preferably before the end of the year, be able to walk away with probably $1 million this year. Now, have I done that before on YouTube? I have in a 12-month cycle. But again, the whole selling courses and consulting people, it's very energy consuming. If you're not flashy, people don't want that. But what I've noticed is like the tip of the spear is the conferences are coming back. Like people have to have data. They have to be able to show proof of what they're doing. Okay. So this is called 10times.com. I'm going to go here and just click on, let me go over here. So you got choices down here. You got education, training, medical, pharmacal, IT and technology. If you're in IT, you're trying to get in IT, check this link out. Business and services, banking and finance, industrial, wellness, fitness. Okay. Look, I'm going to go over to real estate, building and construction, right? 3,000 events. I'm actually going to go back and do that. Yeah. Let me go. Logistics. Okay, hold on. Go back. There's so many, but I'm gonna go here for building construction. There are 3,057 events this year. This company's making money off having a database. So now this name stuff in America and outside America. Now you can come in here and tweak it to say near me. You can do a lot of this stuff. Okay, right? You can go over here and say just America. Boom, just America. So now it's gonna bring up all these conferences, right? That you ain't never heard of. Because a lot of times they ain't spending all that money because the people that are really doing it, they already know, right? Like off to the right, these are ones that are kind of promoted, premium, right? Does everybody understand what I'm doing? So right now, they got the conference super conference in Las Vegas. They got the Florida's Realtors Convention. They got the Tiny Homes in Tacoma show. They got um 7 Texas 811 damage prevention summit. Now, what are they going to talk to you about when you get there? They're going to talk to you about all kind of money that you can get, how you can build your business, how you can get funding. We keep going. This is NAREB, NAREB. It's in Tampa. It's actually this coming up next weekend. It talks about the goals to promote democracy and housing, equal housing opportunities in real estate and educational. Now, what's going to be there? Ways for y'all to get money, ways for y'all to build low income housing. Las Vegas in September, Self Storage Association Conference Trade Show. Right. Then you got energy efficient in buildings, CS Summit, all kind of stuff. Texas Association Annual Show Trade Show. You go in here, you got it. Roofing, plumbing, whatever. Right. Let me go back. Let me go back one. I'm gonna show you banking. Hold on. Let me go back one. I could literally just do real estate and property, honestly. Narrow it down some more, but let's go back some more. Let me go back one more. Okay. Let me go here. Oops. Dang it. Hold on. Like this. Okay, my finger. I can't do it with my fingers. I got lotion on my hands. Let me do this. I got a touch screen, but this lotion is like. Let me go on here. Show y'all this. Okay, travel miscellaneous. Go back one. Where's the banking? I know I saw it. That's logistics, trucking, food and beverage, building and construction, banking and finance. There's 4,700 events. Let's do this. And then let's just go USA only. There's 31,000 events in US only, but let's just even do this, right? Things, pension funds, debt reconstructing, insurance, mortgage, National Association of Tax Professionals, Advanced Bank Risk Analysts, 8% Nation Insurance Wealth Conference, Pitbull Private Lending Conference. What is that about, right? It's in Miami. Then you go down here, California Mortgage Expo, Construction Financial Management Conference. Now, many even maybe like Self Storage Association Trade Show. Maybe even be like, Erica, why am I showing you this? Why are you showing us this? A lot of times people think, hey, we're the same. Me and you are the same, Erica. We're the same people, man. You know, what are you talking about? No, we're not. I've read a thousand books almost. I've spent hours and hours on my craft, hours and hours a day going to conferences and events. So when I talk about something, oh, you're just talking about that, Erica. You don't know that for certain. No, I didn't just Google it. I actually know it. Right? And it's not to be like, you're a know-it-all. Everybody hates a know-it-all. No, it's actually perfecting my craft so that I can do what? Take this information and turn it into money. That's it. Take this information, turn it to money, right? and do what? Right? Create power for who? My family, my extended family, and people in my friends. Yeah, them Asian store owners will give you feet and hands to the face. But the black business owner, they didn't say thank you. So they're trash. Man, if y'all don't get out of my face, get all the way out of my face. Just can't. Thank you for super chat. I see your question up there, but that's not what the show is on. But I'll come back to your question in one of the super chats. The problem with the block manager, I can't read stupid comments. I can't, John. I be trying to hold them up there, but it'd be just too much. That's right. They really do. Okay. All right. So a lot of times people think, well, me and you are the same. We ain't. You can't. If I again read the book Compound Effect, it doesn't mean you can't catch up with me. It doesn't mean you can't surpass me. I want a lot of you to pass me. It just means that I have X amount of hours going in this direction, right? It's just like the guys who are like, I spend 3 hours a day at the gym every day. Well, dude, you probably got 27 abs, and I'll never have that many abs. I told my trainer today, we were out today, he was kicking my butt. I said, look, man, I could work out for 4 hours a day, and after the third day, I'd probably be injured. And he started laughing. I said, some of these people on steroids on Instagram. And he's like, you're right, they are. See, we can't acknowledge that some people, one, are genetically gifted. Two, some people are built like SpongeBob SquarePants. Three, some of these people are built like big old quarterback women. Four, some of these people, they ain't got enough legs. My grandma was 5'11", and I'm sitting here at 5'7". I'm like, what happened? I'm missing some legs. It would help, right? So again, it's compound effect. You can only work on the things you can control. The reason I'm showing y'all these conferences, I know a lot of people are like, I'm an introvert, I'm a this, I'm a that. But when we put an introvert in the room talking about something they like, oh, they go ham. Right? We had I had my little intern Rodney, he's 18, he's quiet. But when we start asking him about the stock market and trading the stock market, he was so alive for like 20 minutes. He's just like, yeah, this, and then this, and then this, and then you can put the little stop gap and stop loss. And we're like, okay. Alive, y'all. Like somebody gave him a shot of caffeine. And so I come in here with this passion. I come in here for y'all to learn. And every day people be pushing back. No, Erica, no. And I'm just letting you know. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know. Here is these opportunities. When we went to Afrotech, me and Andre Hatchett, and was it 2019? I think Terry was there too, and a few other people. We were sharing Airbnbs and stuff. We were at a party, at a bar, drinking. Facebook employees were like, hey, you want to come work for Facebook? We were like, what? No, we're business owners. You sure you want to come work for, man, I make 180,000. Yo, they train me on the job, yo. I said, what? Yeah. I mean, they told us we can hire like 20 people this weekend. Now, this is not to get any Facebook employees in trouble at all. That's not my goal. But that's literally what they went around telling people at Afrotech. Like, they told us we could get like 20 black people from this event. And so when I talk about tech, I talk about it from the perspective of some of y'all are in your own way. It ain't about your age. It ain't about your lack of knowledge. It's just some of y'all in your own way. Y'all out here on YouTube spending 10 hours a day on YouTube when you could go to one or two of these events every week, maybe like every Thursday, you go to some real estate event and eventually meet somebody in there who's going to partner with you, work with you, and do business with you. Tim Jackson just told y'all he went to a conference. He's been telling his family, his wife, everybody for 5 years about some ideal he had. And everybody's like, oh, Lord, here you go with that ideal. He goes to a conference and boom, meets a man there. First time ever meeting that man. They are working on a brand new business together and handling that very ideal he had for 5 years. What ends up happening is y'all out here trying to convince people who are unconvinced to do something different with their life. I ain't got to do it. It ain't got to be me. I've been to too many marketing companies. I can just run ads on my old stuff and chop a lot of this stuff up. I got a lot of content out here. The digital real estate class is for me to show y'all some of this stuff y'all doing can be on autopilot. Somebody asked me to send them the link for stuff. I'm not sending y'all links for nothing. Rewind the video. The link is in the daggone video. 10times.com. 10times.com. Good gracious. Oh, Jesus. It's exhausting. I have been looking for a site like this for a while. There you go, Dominic Key. You're welcome. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I want y'all to understand it. Like minded will find yourself out there. Erica, my geek friend, watched so he didn't know he wasn't white. Listen, it's crazy out here. Thank you. This is great info. Take this info, turn your money. Every single one of these people I've met at these conferences, some of them ain't got no kind of social media presence. None. But they're booked for 50 speeches a year. They get paid $15,000 to show up and speak. And that's what y'all don't understand. It only listen, I literally told people all this year, I'm not taking any more investors. I'm not taking any partnerships. Only partnership is with me and my significant other. I'm not partnering with nobody else outside of him. That's it. And my mama. Okay. And people like, but I'm like, look, I can bring you to the event. I can show you the developers. I can get you to Panama and show you who I invest with. I can take you over here to this farm. You can invest with the farmer. You can do everything directly. I'm just a connector. That's it. Right? I learned my lesson. People want you to do all the work. They take no hits. They take no punishment. And then you get all the throw up on you. They want to feed the baby, shake the baby, hand the baby to you, and the baby throw up on you. That's what people want. And be like, girl, what happened? Why did baby throw up on you? Because you just shook her. No, that wasn't me. That was you. That's the kind of society we live in. And so I'm just telling you, y'all can come out here and y'all can get caught up in social media and the gram and Facebook, or y'all can go over here and get some real money. I am telling you right now, if you pick a conference a month in a niche, you're going to see some of the same people. Y'all going to run in some of the same circles, and y'all going to do business together. Hands down. I remember I was at a conference and two men had at the Apex in Dallas, Apex Entourage, and two men in there had struggling HVAC companies. Guess what they did? Partnered together, combined the company, put new stickers on them little trucks they had, and they making killer bank. Killer bank, right? Independent, they were both two little weak HVAC companies that were struggling. Together, killing it. But they wouldn't have known that if they hadn't gone there trying to do what? Improve their business, improve themselves. You want to get in a room with people who are trying to improve themselves. Someone who's making their way to Las Vegas to go to the Self-Storage Association's conference and trade show ain't there by accident. You dig? Okay? So no matter what you ever hear about me, baby, don't worry. My lawyer's after it. Don't worry. I don't need to be out here like middle school, like, you gotta like me. You better say nice things about me. I don't need you. You gotta learn, baby. Y'all gotta learn that I could literally go on 5 more conferences, go in a room with 5 new people. What happens when a girl is ugly in a town? If she get up and go to a new town, I'm sorry. If a girl's ugly in a town and she moved to a new town, let's say she do wrong things in that town, whatever. She moved to a new town, nobody knows that. She's a new girl in a new town. And let's say she goes to a brand new church. They like, hi. The way she want to act from then on out is how people will treat her. If you a bum in your old hometown, everybody tired of you, and you pick up your bags and you get in your car and you leave to a new town, guess what? You got a choice. You can still be a bum in the new town, or you can do new activities and new things in the new town. And people will treat you accordingly. Right? So again, I'm telling you about these conferences because some of y'all need to get in a new room with new people and tell a new story and be something else. The folks all day want to step and fetch business. Ain't nobody kissing your butt. You better get out of here. Listen, some people built like some people paying money to be built like Squidward, BBLs and everything. It's ridiculous. Exactly. You put some of these introverts in a great environment, they winning every day. There's a book called The Power of it's either The Power of Quiet or something. I forgot the name of it. But it basically was a whole book talking about how introverts win because they'll be in a business meeting and the extrovert people and the shiners at the company want to talk first. The introvert is sitting at the table letting all y'all talk and give the wrong answer. Gonna sit back, wait till y'all get done with y'all wrong answer and give the right answer. I said I love it. That is so smart, right? Even we were at an event in we were at Andre Hatch's birthday party, and I'm sitting at a table and I'm introducing people and I'm doing this, and Todd Millie's just being real quiet, just real quiet. He's an introvert, real strong introvert. You wouldn't believe it till you met him in person. And I said, "Hey, Ty, man, you real quiet tonight." He's like, "I'm just listening, man. I'm just listening. You ain't got to talk all the time." I said, "What?" He said, "I'm just saying I don't have to talk all the time." And I just laughed. I was just like, "Hey, man, have a great night." You know what I mean? But I still introduced him to 3 or 4 people. And on his next podcast, he was like, "Yo, man, I was just listening, and then Erica introduced me to 3 or 4 people, and they gonna be on the show, y'all." I realize sometimes introverts can win at that, and sometimes they lose at that. Right? It is what it is. It is what it is. Right? It's awesome when you find your tribe. Facts. It's awesome when you find people who get it. Let me see what else I got in here. Thanks for the website. Every day, all day. Listen, I'm telling y'all from experience. I'm telling you from experience. This dude lost it all, lost all his businesses, lost all his money. He did a whole special on how he went to conferences as a volunteer. I think he's not in Las Vegas. What's that other town? Reno? Not Reno. Maybe Phoenix, where the housing market went under real bad. Arizona? Yeah, that was Arizona. And he was saying how he just all he did for a year was go to these conferences and go to these events as a volunteer. He set up the tables, he take them down, he put all the stuff together, he do all this stuff, and everybody was like, "Man, this dude must be rich." I always see him at all the events. He volunteers at all the events. Here's why. Because see, our culture thinks, well, if you're volunteering, you must be poor. No. When I worked at United Way and I volunteered with United Way for multiple years, National Day of Giving, everybody that was there giving their time were usually wealthy. You met VIP of banks, you met whole companies that made their whole company volunteer that day. You met lots of tech companies that made the guys get their tech hour, volunteer hours for the business. So you would be in the room surrounded by people who are doers, greeters, goers, and they're just, "Hey man, I'm volunteering today. I'm just out here packing boxes, yeah." And they'd be in a great mood and great energy. So what happened is these people saw this guy at all these events in Phoenix, putting up these events, putting the chairs up, helping, volunteering at all these events over and over every month, volunteering his time, trying to make his way back up. And so they just assume he must be wealthy. And people started working with him again after the last crash. See, y'all don't understand the power of one, being in the room, the power of two, of talking to people like you got some damn sense. And three, if you become known as the person who something didn't go my way, I'm going to go out here and throw dirt on your name. I'm going to go down here and burn up the whole house just to make an example out of something. Nobody wants to work with you. I could use an example, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He's out there in Florida. Nobody wants to work with him. Nobody wants to do a conference with him. Nobody wants to do a podcast with him. Nobody wants to handle this man because he has made a reputation of, okay, I'm going to talk about you every day online. I'm going to burn up your business. I'm going to talk crazy about you. I'm going to act wild. I might even show up at your house. Nobody does business with those people. Nobody. Nobody touched that person with a 10-foot pole. It's not a business strategy that's going to help you win. I promise you. If this is how you want to show up, nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody will believe you. You really have to work on showing results. If you don't do nothing else, put your head down and show results of what how to turn the situation around. Most people be like, "Yeah, that happened in 2008, but they straight. Yeah, that happened a couple years ago, but they straight." That's the power of time. And in our society, there are people who've come on YouTube. Morris Invest. I'll say his name. I ain't scared. He literally is a part of a fraud scheme of like millions of dollars, where they literally took the money, bought houses in a shell condition, never fixed them, never did anything to them, claimed there was rent on them, all kind of crazy stuff. Sold, and when he got a whiff of the, hey, they coming to get you. Sold his house in New Jersey for $1 million, went over to Portugal, and now 2 years later, because of the pandemic, is one of the most famous channels on YouTube, running ads telling you, "Hey, want to learn about real estate? Hey, want to learn about investing?" And everybody has forgotten. Oh, yeah, he did that. Oh, okay, whatever. You can type his name in, it pops up. People don't research. People don't study. People look at how he keeps showing up performing. He keeps showing up and doing video. Keeps showing up in ads. He keeps promoting. One day y'all gonna learn that the person that keeps promoting, the person that keeps showing up, the person that keeps working wins the argument. And y'all gonna learn that in a hard way, but y'all gonna eventually learn. Listen, go right to a military town, honey. Yes. Fat women in military towns stay married. Ugly women in military towns stay married. It don't even matter. You dig? That's why everybody moves to Atlanta to get brand new. They really do. I heard people say a California 5 is a Kansas 8. You already, let me tell you something. If you a woman in California, the way men in California talk to y'all, thinking they some kind of pimps, ugh, that's, I've watched too many California dudes. I'd be like, ew, that's how they talk to y'all. Even and one, I'd be like, and one, that's how y'all talk to women. Nah, honey, move around, move around, quick, fast, in a hurry, move around. Yes, thank you so much. Somebody put in here, Quiet by Suzanne Kane. That's the book. They be sitting in meetings waiting for y'all to give the wrong answer so then they can make themselves look better. Them damn introverts. Facts. I learned that volunteering at the food bank and LTL. Listen, the wealthiest people be in there happy, ready to volunteer, just whatever they can do. Hey, yeah, that's so great. The power of quiet. Right, right, right. I thought everybody knew Harvey Levin was just a reporter. Who that? I don't even know who that is. Let me know. Thanks for all the information. Your words are not falling on deaf ears. I appreciate that. Him and his wife overseas collecting the bag, the biggest bag, laughing all the way to the bank bag. And that's why I sit here and tell y'all, are you serious? Go Google Morris Invest. Running the biggest bag ever. That's why when somebody the other day, one of my friends in Las Vegas has got like 100,000 subscribers. But when it comes to depth of business, I got him beat, hands down. He knows it. And I just tell him, I said, dude, listen, if I wanted 100,000, I could run more ads. I can't be more likable. It just is what it is. The algorithm is done with me. Like I used to get 100 signups a day. Now I get none. Right. And I'm like, that's not even normal for computers. So I know what I got to do as far as ad spend on this channel while I'm gone for 3 months. Basically doing a Sam Ovens, just running ads while I'm gone and a few videos here and there. And what I keep telling people is go get that bag. Everybody get mad when people talk about go get the bag because everybody wants to do soft living. And I just want to be a minimalist, Erica. There's nothing wrong with being a minimalist. But my trainer says something that cracks me up all the time. He's like, I just don't want to be a door greeter when I'm 80. Right? You can have a soft, you can have a regular life, you can have a decent life, but nobody wants to really address the thing in the room. Right? You need that money longer. There you go. There you go. Harvey Levin equals TMZ guy CIS it. I believe that. I believe that. Oh, listen, Patrick David Barrett was recruiting for people. Daily Wire was recruiting for black people. A lot of these places are recruiting for people. It just you just had to say the right thing, and I was not about to just say the right thing. Thank you. Minimalism does not mean minimal money. Exactly. That's the biggest thing. Now, somebody in the comments asked me, let me see. Someone asked me, and I know he was mad that I didn't answer it, but we have a show here that ain't shit to do with this. Good evening. Would you recommend investing in Detroit right now? If not, what market would you recommend? Thank you, Loner Darwin, for the 49 super chat. It's not exactly what the show's on at all, but I would not unless you're buying right downtown in Detroit. I would not recommend it at all. It's a culture of the city. Honestly, I've told y'all this nonstop. The next 10 to 20 years, it is all eyes are on the South, the Southeast. It's all about the South. The South will rise again. Brothers and sisters, collect your hands. The South is cometh. If our time is here, if you're a black person in the South and you're not owning no land, honey, I feel sorry for you because your life is about to be rough. Times of $400 rent are over. Times of living in a trailer for cheap are gone. It's New South. This is a new South where all our northern brothers and sisters are going to come and runneth up the bag on us. Y'all not paying attention, but they about to come down south and runneth up the bag. Even now, while I'm in Texas and I talk about buying all this stuff in Texas, they be like, people from Texas be like, why are you doing that? You live here in Texas your whole life and you ain't doing nothing. I don't want to be you. That's the opposite of what I would like to be. I meet people in North Carolina. Like the other day when that dude tried to talk crazy about me, he was from Wilson, North Carolina. Ain't nothing going on in Wilson. Nothing. Now you down here in Texas and got the nerve to talk bad about Fayetteville, and you from a hole in the wall. You better shut your mouth or I embarrass you in this UPS store, brother. And he knew it because he was here trying to get at that UPS store. I said, what? I gave him that black woman, what? You better hush your mouth ASAP. Okay? So, again, I hope y'all understand what I did on this show. What markets would I recommend for you to invest in? Anything Southeast. I'm sorry. There's a list from Forbes 2016 news article talk about Forbes boomtowns. Read those boomtowns from 2016 and tell me if that is not predicted the whole facts of where boomtowns are right this moment in every town near them. Georgetown, Texas is the number one city, growth city on like hundreds of lists. And it's literally outside of Texas, outside of Austin by 45 minutes, depending on traffic. Right? The winery we're going to when y'all get here from the Domain is 45 minutes drive. Right? And I'm like, look, the bus leave at 3:30. Y'all better be on that charter bus. Because nothing's worse than being on a Friday afternoon in traffic about 5 o'clock on a Friday. Get on that bus. Or you gonna be driving to the winery by yourself. Right? The bus driver has been instructed. We do not wait for nobody. We get going. Right? Okay. So again, check out 10times.com. If you come into the boat party, come on in. If you come into October in Panama, again, I'm going to explain it to y'all one more time. In Panama, October 13th through the 15th. Okay. And then for those of you who buy the extra ticket, it's a special ticket. We're going to, again, you got to buy your flight to fly. We're going to fly 1 hour over from Panama City over to Buquet, Panama. We're going to stay in an amazing 5-star place with villas and beautiful bathrooms. I'm always like, is the bathroom nice? Okay, the bathroom's nice. Good. A beautiful villa. And we're going to take a tour all day on that Sunday or that Monday. We're trying to focus on Sunday of a coffee farm and a cacao farm. And you can invest with, the farmer, the company there if you want. It's up to you. And, but you get to tour that. You get to see that part of Panama. October 13th through 15th is the Panama City Panama tour. That 16th, 17th, if you stay or if you buy the extra ticket, you will fly. You'll have to get up in the morning and fly with us. Quick 1 plane hour over. Ride the little charter bus 1 hour to the town. See all the sights. Eat at the nice little the what do you call them? I don't want to call it a plantation. That's not what I want to call it. I'm sorry. It's not a plantation. It's a something they call it in Spanish. But, they have great food, great coffee, everything. But it's going to be a beautiful experience. I'm going to film a bunch of stuff to get y'all ready and record some video on it so you can see. But it's going to be super nice. I want to say the plantation so bad, y'all. I'm so sorry. It's not a plantation. But it'll be super awesome, and it'll be a great 1-day trip over to another part of Panama. Again, we not riding no bus. It takes 6 hours to get there. It's easier to just hop on the plane for an hour, hop in, and come back to Panama City and fly home after that if you want to. I ain't gonna have nobody working out there. Nobody's getting left behind. I promise. It's a very beautiful location. I'm gonna film it, a little intro video so y'all can see. Somebody said plantation. No, that's not Spanish for that. I hope not. And then August 19th to 20th, again, boat party. If you're here in Texas and you're not here, you're going to miss out, y'all. I'm just telling you. The winery, the people in the room, last couple events, we've had women partner together and buy their own short-term rentals in like Gulf Shores, Alabama. We've had people connect at our events and do really great stuff. And so I'm always super thrilled. But yeah, check out the 10times.com website, y'all. If you're looking for whatever, you can find it there. You really can find opportunity to make anew at different conferences and different events. Okay. I already told y'all next week I'm doing CPAC, Detroit, and Invest Fest on Sunday. And then we're just pretty much getting ready for the boat party. And then we have Andy Buys Houses in September. Okay. Andy Buys Houses in September. And then September 10th and 11th. And again, I'll be there and I'll probably go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers football game on that 11th because it's a night game. So if you go to anybody's house's event and you dare, hey, let me know. You might roll with us to the game, NFL game. What else? That's mostly what I have for y'all today. But again, if you want the credit repair course, again, I don't give you credit repair. I just show you what they're missing out and not teaching you about CFPB and also blocking you off these secondary sites. That's how they confirm. They go, hey, we checked our sources and verified your information. Diamond Dave did a great show on it earlier. Go check it out. I'm telling you, you block yourself off those websites. Watch your score go up. I'll put some links in the community tab where there's several people who are like, man, my score went up 90 points. How is this possible? It's literally from not letting them verify on other platforms. There's about 50 sites that collect your data and sell it and basically confirm, like, oh, yeah, we confirmed her. She's over here. We got the information. We want to block you off all those sites. If they can't go back and confirm from a secondary site that this information is real, they're going to have to take it down. They're going to have to get it off your report. Now, I ain't saying for y'all to lie about anything. I'm just telling y'all what it is out here. Because a lot of y'all want to get jobs and homes and houses and do certain things, you know what I'm saying? And change your life. And I get it. Right? So, again, I hope that was grateful. I hope you got some information out of this. And this is your girl, Erica, Classic Climb Blog. You guys have an amazing, wonderful, lovely evening. Goodbye.